Hey YouTube, I'm gonna demo two of the most capable machines I've used in my years of metal detecting right here. The T2 LTD and the Fisher F75. And the question you always get without fail is, which one do you like best? Well, that's what this video is going to try to explain, is the differences between the two, the similarities between the two, and the one I prefer. I'll be right back. We'll start out with the T2, guys. Now the T2 has several settings here. On the discrimination side, you have sensitivity, dis level, and number of tones. Now your number of tones, that's also your mode on this machine. For example, I'm in 4 tones right now. 4 tones is a good fast mode that's really deep as well. I like the way it works. It's what I run 90% of the time. But as you change through each one of these tonal options, the way the machine, the mode reacts a little differently than the F75. Like with the F75, you can adjust your tone for any mode. These are built in together. So, you know, a lot of guys like the 2 tones on this machine, the 2+ tones. I see a lot of guys use that with the boost process. This machine does like to be run a little hotter than the F75. The F75, I keep my sensitivity most of the time below 70. And on this machine, when I'm running in the field, I'll crank it on up like, you know, 87, 88. Maybe even a little more if the site permits. I've got a electric fence back here that does a lot of little... That's an electric fence about 100 feet away. But this machine is really good. All around machine. On the discrimination side, the place that it really shines is over here in the all metal mode. This thing is retarded deep in the all metal mode. It is a situation where you got to keep an eye on this screen at all the time to know what your target is, whether it's iron or what it is. But it is a very, very deep mode, and probably between the two machines, the all metal mode on the Teknetics T2, the Teknetics T2 LTD are probably overall the deepest. Okay, with that being said, let's switch over to the F75. Alright guys, with the F75, first thing we notice when we fire it up and cut it on is this backlight here. It's always on. I like the backlight. Also on the S75, your discrimination mode is over here. You have sensitivity, disc level, notch, number of tones, and your process. I run probably 90% of my hunts in jewelry, but I really like the fast process on this machine. It's much more usable, in my opinion, than the fast process on the T2. The fast process on the T2, I have not been able to achieve very good depth with it, so I do not use it on that machine. I stick with the 4-tone mode because I get plenty of speed on the T2 that way. But the F75, 90% of my hunts are in jewelry mode, and all of my hunting is done with delta pitch. It's just my favorite tonal option. But if you don't like delta pitch, the good thing about the F75, regardless of your process, you can pick any tone that you want. 3-tone, 4-tone. You also have a boost process on here. So to me, my favorite machine between these two machines, absolutely the F75. Is it worth the 100 extra bucks in my opinion? Absolutely. I get another usable mode that has good depth. I also can set my tones for whatever process I'm running in. They don't work together in conjunction like they do with the T2. Both incredible machines. I think the T2 has the edge on the F75 It definitely has the edge in all metal. The tone on the discrimination side, I definitely think the F75 wins on the discrimination side. T2 wins in the all metal side. Both are very capable. You will not go wrong with either one of these machines. It's according to what your needs are. If you like having the extra options, I love the extra options. I can also change the pitch of my pinpoint with this audio pitch adjustment. So it's just a lot of little extras built into the Fisher F75 LTD that make it my absolute favorite machine on the planet. I appreciate you guys watching. I'm going to put these coils in the field tomorrow after an 1800s wagon trail, reportedly less than a mile from my house on a very large piece of property. We're going to give both these machines a swing tomorrow. Y'all tune in. Appreciate you watching. And this is Jeremy, and I'm out of here. From lost treasures and forgotten places, all the way to Sasquatch, we're finding Alabama.